Welcome to Ragnar Trail. You must be lucky enough to have 7 friends who are crazy enough to love trail running.
Wait, what?
Wait a second.
Steve.
I'll stick around for the beer.
Speaking of crazy, things are about to get loopy. Because after the 8 of you set up camp, each of you will be running 3 loops over the course of 2 days and 1 night. Each time you run, make sure your bib is on facing forward on your outermost layer of clothing, with your number clearly visible. The bib contains a high-tech chip that will notify your team when your next runner is a quarter mile away from the transition area. If your team's next runner isn't waiting for you at the end of your leg, give your bib to someone from Ragnar in the transition area so they can give it to your team's next runner. Now, it's important to memorize your bib number in case we need to call you over the PA system. Mine's 809er 911. I knew that. So, of course, it's 911. You'll see green, yellow, and red signs along the course that correspond with the loop that you're on and the slap bracelet given you in the transition tent. And you'll see clearly marked caution signs in spots where you need to slow down and use caution. It's not just the way you obsessively keep up with your friends. It can also be your actual friend out there on the trail. Sometimes your only friend. So, carry your cell phone with you at all times as a safety measure. Keep it fully charged and make sure your teammates' numbers are programmed in. As always, call 911 immediately in a major emergency. If you get into trouble or encounter an injured runner on the course, call a teammate back at camp if you have cell phone service. Give them all the information you can, like the last mile marker you passed, and ask them to tell someone from Ragnar right away. If no cell service is available, inform the first staff member or volunteer you see along the course. If a runner is taking longer than expected on a trail loop, please alert our staff so we can gather information and send out a search crew if necessary. Oh, cool. You're back. Great. When you're out on the course, you need to make sure these guys are able to hear everything going on around them. The only headphones that are 100% Ragnar approved are bone conduction earphones like these, that don't sit in your ear and allow you to hear music while staying aware of your surroundings. If you don't have headphones like these, please run with one earbud out and keep your volume low so you can hear your own footsteps and any instructions given by staff and volunteers. We also don't want our footprints to increase the footprint of any trails, so run only on designated trails. If you see more than one, run on the most worn out trail. Don't cut any switchbacks or cut the course. Whenever possible, run over obstacles, not around them, and stomp right through any mud puddles that form during the race. You know you want to anyways. Use your voice as your blinker. When you're about to pass a runner on the left, call out, "On your left."
On your left!
Now, the only fires allowed during a Ragnar trail race are the ones in the main Ragnar village. And of course the ones in your quads as you run. No fires are allowed at team campsites. No fires in the runner camp, what part don't you understand? Only in the village champs, ready, set, let's go. We will start the fire. We know you're excited, don't you dare ignite it. It can happen to the best of us. If an injury happens to you, decide whether to go forward or backward on the loop, depending on how bad it is and how far you are along the course. If you can't keep going and you have cell phone service, call another runner and give them your name, bib number, location, and injury information. They can pass that info on to a Ragnar staff member who can get a medic out to you ASAP. You have nothing to fear except fear itself. And the short list of unlikely concerns. Wild animals. We're on their turf, so it's natural to run into them every once in a while. In the rare case that you see a worrisome wild animal on the trail, here's what to do. Stop running. Make yourself big and wave your arms above your head. Don't turn your back on the animal. Remain calm and slowly back away while still facing it. I am Thor's second cousin Rod. Okay, where was I? Yeah, extreme weather. If it happens, we'll pause the race and give instructions about the next steps back at the Ragnar village. And the great Rod has spoken! Step 1, choose a water bottle or hydration pack. Step 2, fill it up. Step 3, keep it by your side. And step 4, repeat steps 2 and 3. This is especially important because for sustainability reasons, we don't offer cups at our water stations on the trail. And making a cup with your hands isn't a very sustainable solution on a 2-day trail race. As for drinking, as in alcohol, well, it's just so dehydrating. Which is a big problem when you're running a gajillion miles in the middle of nowhere. We suggest saving the alcohol for the after party, but if you do choose to drink during the event, please do so responsibly. And hydrate with extra water to make up for it. This is Ragnar, people, where sleep is for the weak. Sleep is for champions. So let's show a little respect for those getting their shut-eye. That means no loud music or talking in your camp from 12 a.m. to 6 a.m. But if you're all jacked up on adrenaline and couldn't sleep if you wanted to, the party's always on in the Ragnar village starting Thursday night before the race. We recommend headlamps at night. So, unless you enjoy stumbling around in the dark, start carrying yours at least 2 hours before sundown. And make sure your batteries are fresh. Unlike me, Ragnar strives to leave our venue and the surrounding wilderness just as we found it, or even better. So let's keep those trails in good shape. And if you bring something in with you, take it back out with you. That includes trash, clothes, food, stuffed animals, toilet paper, you name it. Feel free to pick up after others as well. We're all in this together, Ragnarians. If you've made it through this safety video, you have more stamina than most, which bodes well for your Ragnar trail race. We'll see you out there.
Not if I see you first.